Test one, two. Okay, I'm doing this so old school, it is not even funny. I'm Blair Witch Project styling it. So I want to talk about consume, play, consume. You all are a thorn in my side recently in current event situations. I'm going to explain why, and no, not all y'all consume, play, consumes. And this is EPs and EJs. I guess IPs can also be this, and yeah. So, can um can I Jace? I kind of don't think so, but I'm not sure. Anyway, and I'm not subscribed anymore to OPS to look at their database and confirm. But anyway, so I'm thinking of an EJ Joe Rogan and an EP Candace Owens, who are and another EJ is Alex Jones. They're total conspiracy theories. I think there's Ian something, maybe it's Carol. He's and I'm sorry if I got the last name wrong, but if you know, you know. He's got the mustache. He's very ENP like. Um anyway, they're all very conspiracy theory lovers. And I am not. I'm consumed sleep, but I am an EP. And it goes people tend to put it on EPs being conspiracy lovers. And I for the data, my experience data shows that this is not true. This is more consume, play, plays, consumes that entertain these notions. And that's because their SE is in their two savior modes. And is that savior? Yeah, they call them saviors. And your NI or OI is in your demon mode. And my NI is in my savior mode. So I'm using it, not following down the conspiracy theory hole. I do not go down there. Okay. Most of the time, it is not a conspiracy theory. So I just want to say, you play consumes. You know, you have your OE in your top two spots. You're just not able to narrow down, and it's like, why would the most obvious thing be the most complicated, screwy thing to even do? But conspiracy theories believe it. They believe it. Um, and yeah, I don't know if I have any more evidence, but my Joe Rogan is my biggest. I would not use him as a double um, observer. I'm a single observer, and so I do like to look for people doing double observing. Not Joe Rogan. I'm not going to be going there. And I do sometimes hear the clues that he's a double observer, but he is not of the variety that I want to follow. Nancy Grace is a double observer that I want to follow. She's a prosecutor, and when you look at how she looks at evidence, I mean, just pull up one of her videos. I love it. I love it. These are the people I admire for double observing. How she looks at facts and she narrows down, and she doesn't then go off into some weird unrelated fact. Like, she narrows it down, and well, anyway, just look at her videos. Okay, I'll probably link one or two. We'll see. That being said, I also saw this movie, One Battle After Another, in theaters. Now, I would probably see any Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I had no idea really what this was about, so I went out kind of blind. And I just knew kidnapping the daughter. That's all I knew. But I was like, oh, Paul Thomas Anderson. I was like, I'm in if it's Paul Thomas Anderson. I love Punch Drunk Love. I've also seen Magnolia, which is interesting and good in some sense. But I love Punch Drunk Love. Adam Sandler is such a cutie in that movie, and I like the whole premise, and I like that movie. So I will be seeing any Paul Thomas Anderson film, of course. And I went to see this one, and it was very good. It was a very good story. It was also in line with current events because it's about actually radical leftist organizations that are into bombing and blowing things up to sort of spread their message, and something happens to dismantle the group. And then about 16 years later, the story picks up. And it's the basically what the movie's about is this new present day dilemma. Just see it. I'm not going to say anything else about it. I mean, I will say Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. I will say Benicio del Toro's in it. And he's great. And Sean Penn plays the most yucky villain. He's good at playing villains. I also love him in At Close Range. That was one of the first, not the first films I saw him in, because obviously Fast Times, but I saw him in At Close Range over and over because I love that movie, and I always think of the court scene in the end where he is in tears when he says, "Do you know who this man is?" And he said, "He's my father." I mean, if you know the scene, you know. If you don't, I might also link it down below, because I like to say, let's remember Sean Penn as an actor, not this crazy villain, because this villain is so hateful. So hateful. Yeah. So, that's really all I wanted to say. Consume, play, play, consume. I might have more for you later, but I am seeing evidence of conspiracies crazy. They're conspiracy crazy because they are going to do OE, and then they're going to do OE before they even get to their demon function OI, which they're going to see in a. I know what my DE is like, because my DE is in both demon functions. I know how it feels. I know how I see it. So yeah, we're looking at you. Okay.